your music live. Your music live. It's your music live. It's your music live.
Ding, 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 ding. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome into Your Music Live here on Studio Live today, brought to you by the fantabulous folks over at DistroKid. Yeah, if you're an independent artist, a creator, a musician, and you want to get your music out there to Spotify, to Apple Music, to Deezer, to Amazon, to Tidal, to all the places, DistroKid got you covered, and you can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Just use the little link there or down in the description. We got so much great music for you on the show, so we're going to have to kick straight in. This is one of my favorite artists that I've played in the last couple of years. They go by the name of Fat Fox. They're bloody amazing. This is their track, Free of You, to kick us off in style on Your Music Live. Kicking us off in style here on Your Music Live with an epic tune there. About that one, they say, hey, Pete, we wrote, recorded and produced this piece ourselves from home. We excited to perform such a fun song. We're always trying to share our music to a wider audience and love to get feedback on how to improve our mixing and production quality. Thanks. So, yeah, that just shows you that Fat Fox, not only amazing band, but very humble as well. And it's always the humble, it's always the emails and the messages I get like that you know is going to be absolute fire. And that one was what I loved about that. Obviously, the funky lead guitar riff, that 4 on the floor beat as well, and then the vocals just cut through. Really well mixed, really, really well produced. Thank you for sharing that one. Welcome aboard, folks. We got so much great music to play for you. I'm going to have to continue to kick straight in here. If I start rambling, just say, Johns, get on with the show, play more music. This next one comes to us from Greg Hutto. He said, wrote this one when I decided to quit letting problems of the past follow me the rest of my life. Here, mate. Here. This one's called Shadows. Greg Hutto on Your Music Live.
Trapped in the darkness.
absolutely rocking. Had to play a little bit of the guitar solo on that one. Really cool stuff there from Greg Hutto, our second track of the day. Welcome aboard if you're new to Your Music Live. What we do around here is we play 1 to 2 minutes of a whole bunch of independent tracks. That way you get to sample them all, and then you dive down into the description where they're all listed there for you, and you can go and check out these artists as well. If you'd like to submit your own song, there's a QR code there or a link down in the description. And don't forget to check out our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, who help keep the lights on around here and are the place to release your music to the world. Got something special for you now. An artist that we love playing around here out of Norway, amazing singer, songwriter, producer, and this one is no exception. About this one, she says, I wrote this song many years ago, but never thought I would release it, mainly because it's got a strange topic. The song is about being captivated by someone you know you shouldn't be. Ooh. Thanks to my Ukrainian friend Sergio for the brilliant guitars and Marcus Cannell for doing the mastering. Love it when a plan comes together and love it when the community work together on releasing music. And this is our old friend Auntie G, Out of My Head, here on Your Music Live. Auntie G, Gertrude just keeps getting better and better, as someone said in the chat there, and I agree with that. She's been around this community for a long time. I like to say we helped her name herself because, no one could pronounce her name. And she said, my nieces, nephews, they call me Auntie G. And I think everyone in the community at that time said, well, then that's what you shall be called, Auntie G. And she's been producing fantastic music ever since. Let's grab our next track, because again, we are chock-a-block full here. We'll do our Play My Fire beat in a moment, and we'll hear a little bit about DistroKid, our wonderful sponsors. But let's grab this one from the Delicate Giants. Yes, they're back. They're back. Russ says, hello, Pete. Hope you and the family are well. We are, mate. Thank you. This track is taken from the third album, Moonworks Eclipse. I'll be dropping a couple of more tracks from the Delicate Giants, but we have a new dedicated channel on YouTube for the Delicate Giants, and we'll be dropping stuff from the new album there. So make sure you're subscribed to the new channel for future releases. And yes, that's why I made sure everything's linked in the description for you right now. Just refresh your browser or your player if you can't see it there, so that you can subscribe to the new channel and check out all the stuff from Russ and the Delicate Giants. Let's give this one a spin. Space Debris on Your Music Live. The Delicate Giants here on your Music Live, and jump on over to that video. Down in the description of that very video you'll find a link to the new channel where all the new stuff will be coming. And I'll say the same thing I've said about other artists here. Delicate Giants keep getting better somehow. As good as Gary's guitar is on that track, it is the piano and the synths in the background that kind of just glue it all together and make it sound amazing. So go and check it all out. Yes, the guitar is also a highlight for sure. G'day Daz up there in Queensland. You got the day off, mate, or just getting ready, getting fired up for the day with a little bit of your Music Live. Speaking of fired up, someone we haven't heard from for a while. Yeah, it's like the YML All Stars to start the show today. How do we keep this going? Well, we are, because it's time to get your cronk on. It's time to cronk it up to 11, because guess who's back? Back again. Hi Pete, hope you're well. I wasn't expecting to write anything new yet, as it's summer at the moment and lots to do outdoors. I gave in though, as I bought a new guitar that I modded and wanted to see how it sounded in GarageBand. This is what I ended up doing. Hope you like it, and that is of course from our mate Cronk Song. So let's give this one a spin. This is Memory, Cronk Song on your Music Live.
Won't you totally erase everything from my memory of those days gone by? 'Cause I cannot take the pain I feel inside anymore. Rise me out of my shell. I know you'll do it so well. Rise me out of my shell. I know you'll do it so well. Help me overcome the darkness in my daydreams. You're the only one. Rise me out of my shell. I know you'll do it so well. Rise me out of my shell.
I love it. I love the laid back tempo of that one. The guitar tones are amazing, and Cronk's vocals always bring it to the party. So great stuff there from Cronk Song, and good to see you back. I'm glad you took some time out from your summertime to create that one, because we've missed you. And if you wondered why that sounded a bit familiar after hearing the intro theme, yes, the intro to this very show is from our friend Cronk Song, who donated that to us. So thank you, Cronk Song, for always being awesome. Speaking of awesome, let's jump back over the pond to Australia and grab this new one from Phantom Agents, who says, "Hi Pete, had a break for a few weeks, but back for a while now. See you soon." Baffling, but I love it. This is our mate Clint Kelleher, aka Phantom Agents, and this is Elvis on your Music Live.
like a smoke. Was Jesus Christ a decent bloke? Was James Dean a cool cat? Was Kennedy a Democrat? Happening I was rock and roll, took control. All I had to do was soul, don't you go. The light went out, was Superman with coats. I could see my new king, I was afraid of spending the night and fall asleep. Did Bob Marley like a smoke? Was Jesus Christ a decent bloke? Was James Dean a cool cat? Was Kennedy a Democrat?
Did Elvis rock and roll? I love it so much. Did Bob Marley like a smoke? Was Jesus Christ a decent bloke? I mean, come on, where are my Australians at? That's some solid songwriting. Yes, Clint definitely brings the awesome with the lyrics. Nice video to keep you occupied, stimulate the eye holes and the ear holes. Very good stuff there. Yeah, just a catchy kind of tune that you can kick along with. G'day, Cookie. Hope you are doing well. I saw Sean Chandler here, Clayton Von Clusius here, Mike and Dawn Janisa here. It's the Your Music Live All-Stars. Everyone's here. Must be coming out of summer in the US because everyone's come back inside. It's really hot, isn't it? Isn't it like really hot in one part of the country in the US and pouring with rain in the other half? It's almost like our climate's a little bit messed up. Speaking of folks, not who are messed up, but speaking of the YML All-Stars, another artist who we haven't heard from a while, but we always dig around here, is an artist that simply goes by the name of Jay. And Jay is going to be our slap of the week. We didn't have a slap song at all last week, but this week we got a couple, and I'm making this one. I'm calling it. This is going to be our slap of the week. So you and me get to decide whether this song slaps, and it's a bit of a no-brainer. Jay says, "Hey, Peter, hope you and the Studio Live community are having a fantastic show today." We really are, actually. Well, I am anyway. My new track, Giver and the Thief, is a track I've been working on for my third studio album, and I think it's in its final stages of being done. I wrote, recorded, and produced the song in Logic Pro and learned a lot from making it. Hope you enjoy it. So join me over here on slaps.com, and we'll hear a little bit about slaps.com straight after this song. But this is Jay, and this is Giver and the Thief.
And jasmine air flowing down a silk brocade, it's not fair. Missing the life full of vibrant smiles, bitter flowers wither away. Words all stolen, the body lies still. Angel and a devil on the windowsill. Every 6:50 does it to take my soul. I'm the giver and the thief, I've been playing my role. Every 6:50 does it to take my soul. I'm the giver and the thief, I've been playing my role. A smile, a laugh, a step in your path. Is this what you think of me? Ears open wide, a thorn in your side. Is this all that I can be? Hide all of the people, the fall of the steeple we saw when it started to lean. So love a cold scene and the whispers been waiting so long that it became a scream.
Oh boy, does Jay use that change in dynamics so well. Amazing production on that one. Love the guitar work, love the dynamics between the loud and the soft. And by the way, if you thought, it distorted a bit at the start, no, that was because John's had his fader up too high. I forgot just how much Jay slaps. That was my fault. But let's use this as a segue because Jay is a smart dude. He uses DistroKid and he shares his music right here on slaps.com. And you can do that too, because thanks to our sponsors, DistroKid, they are the main sponsors of this show, and they not only have their service where you can release your music, and again, you can save yourself 7% off if you use the link up in the description or down in the description, but they also have slaps.com, which is their free. I call it DistroKid Lite. It's like if you're not quite ready to plunge into the world of releasing your music, release it here to slaps.com. As you saw, Jay's done just that. He's posted this a couple of days ago. We can jump in and listen to it. We can throw fire on the track as it's playing there. You can save it into your own separate saved files playlist. You can share it as simple as hitting that and hitting the copy button. So if you want to submit it to, I don't know, YML, you can go ahead and do that. And down here, look at this, 14 comments already, and we're going to comment too. We're going to say, just spun this on YML. It definitely slaps. There you go. So you can leave comments there, and then what you can do is you can share your own music. So you can participate in the music sharing revolution. You can see I've thrown 27 tracks up there myself, including the very first place I posted my brand new single called One Moment. You look, it's even got the original demo cover there. I had not even worked on the cover properly. But there you go. Final mostly mix. And this is the cool thing. You can share your not quite ready projects like Jay's done, and then folks can give you feedback, and then you can go and produce them and release them using DistroKid. So slaps.com, get amongst it. Just go to slaps.com. Make sure you're following me and the community here. And then I assure you, you'll then want to go and check out DistroKid and get your stuff out there to the world. We thank DistroKid for their ongoing support of independent music and of this very show. We'll do one more track and then we will do our Play My Fire beat. Thanks to DistroKid, we'll do the Play My Fire beat, but we'll slip another track in. This comes from Jari Pari, who says, this song is about a transition I'm going through in life, and it's called Total Stranger. It's a banger, and we're going to play it live here on Your Music Live. Parental warning on this one.
Been Castle, baby.
Stayed away because I'm dealing with anxiety. My demons playing hide and seek, not trying to show the other side of me. With my people, but I gotta go sooner than later. According to them, I'm just a total stranger. My heart is beating like it's my favorite banger. And more of these friends really turn into haters. With my shorty, but it's something don't seem right to me. Knowing that it might be me, not trying to show the other side of me. Solo dolo. I realize I could've stayed my ass on. Got zero tolerance for an excuse I don't wanna hear like a bad song. I'm still that nigga that don't even wanna be in one place for that long. I twist my weed up, gotta get a Rio, smoke that shit till it's gone. I'm just praying for a move so I can ride away. 11 cause I'm wishing for 1,000 miles away. Manifest my peak time so each time somebody else tryna hate. The energy declines so each time I always find a way. When niggas be asking me how I've been doing, with nicotine every time that I consume it. Better days but mentally not improving. Shorty left and felt like I was losing myself when I needed a chaser. Emptied that whole bottle like a total stranger. Stayed away because I'm dealing with anxiety. My demons playing hide and seek, not trying to show the other side of me. With my people, but I gotta go sooner than later. According to them, I'm just a total stranger. My heart is beating like it's my favorite banger. And more of these friends
Really like it. Really poignant lyrics there. Yeah, my heart is beating like it's my favorite banger. You can just connect with it, can't you? Really, really good stuff there from Jari Pari, Total Stranger, here on Your Music Live. And someone was mentioning the sub, like really perfectly. Those tuned 808s at the bottom end, man, just bone shaken in a really good way. Boom, indeed. Metalhead Hippie, hello to you. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, really good hook in that one. Really cool track. Yeah, let's jump in and do our Play My Fire beat. What keyword? What should the magic word be? So this is our this is the only sort of giveaways we do on this channel, because I can't be bothered doing the paperwork and handling the legal side of it. We're going to go with hashtag banger, because I love the lyric of that song with the my heart is beating like my favorite banger. And banger's also a sausage. Here in Australia and in the UK, bangers and mash with gravy, delicious meal when you just need something simple and delicious. So hashtag banger. The way this works for those that are new to the show is that you can put hashtag banger in the chat right now, just as the wonderful Jade Star is demonstrating here. And if you are randomly selected by our random robot random randomizer, then you'll have an opportunity to have one of your songs played right here on the show. Like the background? Yeah, I'm kind of attached to this background with the amps and the CDs and the tapes and the TVs. I don't know, it kind of looks cool. I dig it. So hashtag banger if you'd like to be involved. And while we wait on folks to get that in, I can't think of a much better artist to play while we wait for you all to get your banger submissions in than Midnight Bandit. Yeah. Midnight Bandit is back. I make everything on the fly and without planning. I sit down, pick a BPM and start building. This song was really fun because I decided to use a bass guitar plug-in that I thought sounded unrealistic, but with some EQ and velocity modulation, I think it sounds pretty freaking okay. I love it. I love it when you've got like really super duper average, really freaking okay. But no, I think it sounds better than that. This is a Midnight Bandit. This is Nooks and Crannies, and this is Your Music Live. Stuff there from Midnight Bandit. Yeah, I think that bass sounds kind of fire. See, if you can say really okay, I can say kind of fire. Yeah, just use the different superlatives going on there. Really cool stuff. Yeah, the bass sounded cool. Cool sounds all rounds there for that one. In fact, let's use that as a background sound. Let's hear a little bit more of that because we're going to spin the wheel. You got yourself about 5 seconds left if you haven't already put hashtag banger in the chat, just like bangers and mash. We've got 19 entries in there right now. We're going to spin the wheel right now. Let's turn them back up a little, Midnight Bandit. It's going to be the most tense drawing of the Play My Fire beat ever. Who's gonna win a free play on Studio Live today? It's the Play My Fire beat, and it's gonna be Joe and Barry Glenn. It's probably gonna be a song about murdering someone in the old days. Yeah. Joe and Barry Glenn. Could you imagine a better winner? Look at them. Look at them. They're bloody adorable and they make amazing music. So Joe and Barry, let us know what you would like us to spin and we will get some Joe and Barry in our ear holes in just a wee jiffy. While we wait on Joe and Barry, let's grab some folks from across the pond. This is Claret Lake. They say, hi, Pete. Hope all is well with you and yours. Thank you. You too. This is our latest track, Echoes and Whispers, which is a story of past relationships that still haunt our protagonist. Usual Claret Lake fare. It's our first foray into the rap genre, and we had a lot of fun making it. So much fun that we're releasing it as a single through the nice people at DistroKid. See? You know, DistroKid are everywhere, man. Available on all streaming platforms from August 5th. Video available on our YouTube channel as always. giveaways we could do with a few more subscribers. So please feel free to smash a like, hit subscribe, and ring that bell. All the best from Andy. Yes, I second that emotion. Go and do all those things. And let's give this one a spin, shall we? Echo and Whispers, the lads at Claret Lake here on Your Music Live.
Somber echoes in the stairwell, where the ghostly reminders dwell. Hear those whispers in the hall, dark memories in a bricked-up wall. I get flashbacks in my brain, feelings haunting me again, pulling me back down to the pain. Dark time and evil stain, head full of dark clouds and rain, emotions washing down the drain. All to lose, nothing to gain. Track tide waiting for a train. Retrospective, feel that room. Nostalgia occupies these rooms. Oppressive space inside these rooms. Nothing's bloom, nothing blooms. Constricted in my hellish rooms. Swept away with sharp wounds. Dark surrounds me in the gloom, like a grotesque costume. Somber echoes in the stairwell, where the ghostly reminders dwell. Hear those whispers in the hall, dark memories in a bricked-up wall. Then sentiment chills my veins, upward afterglow remains. Insidious spectre that breaks distant light with months and veins. No control, I've lost the reins. Condescending spirit bends, pressure building, feeling strain. Locked up in demonic chains, spectral visions in the...
Very cool stuff there. Yeah, the dynamics really are the key to that one, aren't they? Just hitting hard. And they're the lads at Claret Lake. Never disappoint. But yeah, different direction, something a little bit different there from Claret Lake. And I for one, approve of this change of direction. Yes, they are. They're always amazing, aren't they? They always make good stuff for sure. Joe and Barry Glenn, who won our Play My Fire beat. I apologise, I didn't give the instructions. I know you've been around for a while, so I didn't want to tell you stuff you already know. But if you have chosen your song, please make sure you throw it in the chat in plain text. Remember, links get gobbled up by the anti-spam eating monster, so you don't want your link gobbled up. So just put the name of the track you'd like us to play, the platform, and your artist name. I'm assuming it's probably going to be YouTube, Joe and Barry Glenn, and name of track. So go ahead and throw that here in the chat, and we'll give that one a spin. While we're waiting on Joe and Barry, let's give this a spin. This is from Hypnotic Transmissions. Hypnotic Transmissions. I say it twice because I usually get it wrong. A dark hip-hop, trip-hop style groove that was done in GarageBand on my phone a while back. When recording this, I was watching a lot of your videos learning how to mix and master in GarageBand. Cool. I have recently remastered it for a future release because the record label I was with in this disappeared without a word from them. Unfortunately, that's what happens to record labels some of the time these days, alas. Let's give this one a spin. This is Hypnotic Transmissions and The Shape here on Your Music Live.
What's the boogeyman? As a matter of fact, it was.
Hypnotic Transmissions. Yeah, very cool beat there, and love the kind of just gentle sounds, sound effects in the background there. Works really well. Definitely horror movie vibes in a good way from Hypnotic Transmissions. Just have to slow it down, don't I, to get it right? Just slow it down a little bit. Now, Joe and Barry Glenn have selected their track, and they are paying it forward, which I don't mind as long as it's someone I've played on the show before that I know will be cool with being played. Don't win the Play My Fire beat and then go, Metallica, nothing else matters, because I'm pretty sure Metallica don't want to be played, and I'm almost certain their record company would not allow them to be played here on the show. However, because Glenn Clark is an awesome dude, and Joe and Barry Glenn are wonderful folks, Joe and Barry have decided to pay it forward, and we're going to spin this track from Glenn Clark from across the ditch in New Zealand. This is his track, Bones. I think you're going to enjoy this one.
Night, holding my secrets, swallowing light, strips away hope. Night grips like a shroud, holding me under till the thundering sound. I've been asleep for 1,000 years. Light opens the darkness, the touch of the sun is making me blind. Light, delicate hands lifting me upwards from the place that I rest. I've been asleep for 1,000 years.
Oh, and it just gets into it there. John turns it down. You're just going to have to go and listen to the whole track down in the description. Yeah, Glenn is one of those guys. He is a true artist. Not to say that the rest of us aren't true artists, but he's like a quintuple threat. He is an amazing actor, amazing artist, like drawer, painter, amazing videographer, amazing musician. He's just such a talented dude, and he rollerblades really well too. I may or may not stalk Glenn a little bit on the social media and check out what he's up to, but love you, Glenn, and thank you, Joe and Barry, for choosing that track to play. Let's grab our next one. This comes to us from Norman Smith, and Norman says, hey Pete, here's one I call Dagger Dot. It's one of those beats that I love at trying to keep up with. You can play this from the beginning. Just wonder if it resonates with the people who hear it. So let's jump in to the den with Norman Smith and give this one a spin. Dagger Dot 5.0 here on Your Music Live.
Tell the people understand.
I like it. It's like you pressed the rumba button on an old 70s organ and then just played along. Norman, you never look like you're not having fun. Or to put it another way, you always look like you're fully into it and engaged in the music. And that comes across. Like, you can't dial it. You can tell, even through a video and even through audio, you can tell when someone is just phoning it in versus someone that's actually passionate about their craft. And Norman, I don't know many folks more passionate about what you do than you, my friend. So thank you for sharing that one. Next up, the great music just keeps coming here today. We've got a heap of great tunes for you. We'll get to a midpoint. We've got our featured artist of the week, which is an absolute cracking one, if I do say so myself. And we will, of course, be doing another Play My Fire beat. We've got a bunch of cover songs for you today. So, if you're having fun, hit that little thumbs up button down below. You're watching on the replay, don't worry. You can also jump down to the comments and let me know what you think of the show. I'm always hanging out down there in the comments. Next up, Tierra del Fuego, a fun band name to say, and even better music. They say this song features our 4-part harmonies and classic steel guitar. We recorded it ourselves, but had it professionally mixed by Craig Schumacher at Wavelag in Tucson. It was fun to record and fun to watch a real pro mixer do his thing with our album. I was fascinated by the plate reverb, which is about the size of a bed. Anyways, enjoy. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to go see actual reverb, like the reason that they're called a plate reverb and a spring reverb is that they're literally plates and springs. Like the big studios that have them, they're the real ones. They're called that because they are made of those. It's kind of trippy. But this is, of course, our friends Scapular Winging Records, Tierra del Fuego, the divinity of youth. Del Fuego ever made a bad song? Like the search continues because that one is gold. Yeah, love the slide, the pedal steel, a little bit of slide steel guitar there. Yeah, it just sounds good. It immediately recognize it as a bit of a country vibe. But as someone who doesn't love country music, I do love that style of country, just that laid back kind of country rock that's not the like, oh no, I left my honey and my dog and my truck, but it's more like just smooth and laid back and harmonies and pedal steel and all good stuff. Thank you for Sharon. Because remember, Sharon is Karen and Sharon is Karen. And if you'd like to share the love about Your Music Live, many of you are here because a friend of yours or a friend of yours or a friend of yours or a family member of yours said, hey, there's this quirky dude. He's got a funny accent, but he plays music. And it's 2 hours and it's like a radio show, but for really cool independent music. It's called Your Music Live. It's brought to you by DistroKid. You should go and watch it and then you should sign up to DistroKid. And many of you have, I know, you've followed that exact path. You've come in here, you've found the community, you've found a way to share your music and you've never looked back. So sharing is caring and Sharon is Karen. This one comes to us from CSP, David Prune. They say, this is a song I wrote for my sister who loves horses, recorded on Band Lab. Did we play this one before, David? If we did, I apologize. It rings a bell, but we're going to play it again anyway, because I may not have knocked it off as being played, but welcome. If it's being played a second time, encore, David Prune, Your Music Live. Stuff. Love the visuals, love the feel of that one. I love the piano and the strings of the guitar, like everything just works well together, very well mixed and a very nice feel. Yeah, it's almost like the country hour here. Yeah, the piano is placed well, exactly. Everything uses its space well. And horses. If we did play it before, I probably made the same comment, which is that's horses where they belong. Animals in fields, roaming around, being happy, not with a, I think we did play it because I think I said not with a small man on their back whipping them as they run fast. And if they break their leg, heaven forbid, they are no longer with us. All right, get off your high horse. I think I made that joke too. Either way, it's a good song and I don't care if we play it again. Carlos Martinez. I'm a rock lover since child, although I've transitioned a bit into jazz fusion. My music roots floated out and had to do something rock. Very cool. Let's give this one a spin. I've been chatting with Carlos on the emails, I believe, if it's you, Carlos, and we're creating some great music. And let's give this one a spin over on the Cloud of Sounds. It's My Song Muscle, Your Music Live. stuff there from Carlos Martinez, bringing it with the rock and roll. The start of that one was really cool. It was almost like a I want my MTV, really money for nothing kind of vibe, and then it like kicks in. And really cool stuff indeed. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, the melody was great. The guitar tone was excellent, and all round good. The hippie approved. Boom to the boom. Hippie approved. There you go. You know you're doing well. All right. I saw this this person in the chat. So they're here live, and we're going to play their song live. It's Psychoseven. They say, trying to re-record an album I made over 20 years ago on a 4-track tape deck, now into a DAW. Still in the works. My vocals are taking some time, so I added a solo. Sorry, Pete. Instead of vocals for now. It's not perfect nor done, but I see so many great new tunes in the community, and I felt left out. Exactly. You never have to worry about that. Like sometimes you don't want to play if you've just got a 30-second idea, but when you've got a demo together, play it, because you'll get great feedback from folks, and I'll give you feedback too if you ask for it. This is Psychoseven and Be a Man. Your Music Live. Psychoseven. Yeah, I like the solo too. A bit of a Spanish guitar feel to it. Simple and effective. You're looking forward to hearing the finished product on that one, but already really good. Definitely a good start on that. So thank you. Yeah, really, it's a head nodder, which is a good thing when you get a head nodder going on. Ready for vocals, exactly. Very good stuff indeed. Hello, Scotty baby. Thank you for being here. Fat Panda Cat's here. Wendy Sloan, g'day to you. Doorways into music. We've got a whole bunch of really cool people here today. And if you're having fun, thumbs up, guns up. Don't forget the thumbs up. We got 2 more tunes to play for you before we reveal our artist of the week, our featured artist here, thanks to DistroKid. In fact, we do the whole show thanks to DistroKid. Don't forget to check out our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. You can save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Whoop, whoop. All right, let's play this one. This is Treatment in Progress, one of my favorite artists as well that we've played here on the show in the last few years. They say live off the floor in the studio, a song about not being able to remember. I forgot what I was going to say. Badum-tsh. Yeah, love it. Love a bit of humour. Throw a bit of humour in there. Let's give this one a little spin, shall we? It is called Prophecies of a Mind Jam. Treatment in Progress, your music live.
Down the line, new days coming, maybe my mind will change. comes along. Yeah. Frustrated boredom and pain.
Really cool. Yeah, great jam. I would call it a jam too, Wendy. You can tell it's kind of played together. They said from the floor in the studio. So, yeah, it sounds like it was all together, which is the sound that many of us go for. Many of us that don't have bands that are our own one-person bands, we go for that kind of sound, but there's nothing quite like a band playing together, unless that wasn't what it was, but it certainly sounded like it. And if it wasn't, you definitely made it sound that way. So great job on that track. Treatment in progress. Yeah, big bar band sound. 100%. Hundo P, as the kids are saying. No kids are saying that, Johns. But they might be. All right, final song of the first half. But don't you worry yourself. Don't worry your pretty little heads about nothing, because we will be back with a big second half. We've got a heap of great cover songs for you. Lots more great independent music from the likes of Jonathan Linton, from Cookie, from the Deletum Academy. We've got Ron and Jenny Woolstone. We've got some Alex Backus, new Alex Backus, Gary Ford, Nova Cascade, PA. Man, it's going to be a cracking second half. You thought the first half was good? Second half's going to be just as good. This is our last song for the first half. This is from Gordon Lee Weaver, who says, "This tune reveals my strong feelings about the little town I grew up. Morpin, Oregon, population approximately 500. So this is Small Town, USA by Gordon Lee Weaver. And we're going to play it live on Your Music Live. Really cool stuff. I kind of got hypnotized by that, watching that drone shot down the middle there of the main street, and very similar to a lot of. I just mentioned that my auntie sadly passed away a few weeks ago, and drove up to Whyalla here in South Australia, and a lot of the small towns along the way to Whyalla, when you drive through them, look a lot like that. There's not a great deal of difference between Australian small towns and American small towns. Just more flags. We're not big into our flags here. What I did notice is that when I was in the US, always flags everywhere. Lots of big American flags all over the place, which is cool. You do you, boo. We just don't tend to have as much flag love going on. Let's continue on here by revealing our featured artist of the week, and this is a gentleman that I've known for a very long time. One of the first folks that I kind of connected with when I started doing this stuff full time. He is one of the administrators of the GarageBand Users Facebook group and the Create, Record, Release Facebook group. So if you're part of them, you'll know him well. He's done his own shows right here on YouTube and all across the internet. He is just one of the coolest dudes going around. You may know him by the name of Rockin' Ronnie Ward, but he also has a great side project called Strange Machine. And that's who's going to be our featured artist. In fact, it's a featured artist and a cover song crossover, because this is Strange Machine's remix of our very own Leela, Dark Leela's Earth Control. and it's going to be our toilet break, our featured artist, and we're going to play it for you right here, right now. This is the one and only Ron Ward, Strange Machine, here on your Music Live.
It won't work! Earth control! Earth control! Can you read me? Can you read me? Read me! Earth control! Earth control!
How cool is that? Ron is another amazing dude. He does all of the stuff. Great guitar player, great bass player, great singer. Great collaborator, artist, administrator, and just all round cool guy. Yeah, right on. Very cool stuff there from Mr. Rockin' Ronnie Ward, remixing the Dark Leela song there, Earth Control. Yeah, very cool stuff indeed. Speaking of cool stuff, we've got some cool cover songs to play for you. Let's jump in and let's jump under the covers. We've got like 6 of them to play this week, and 7 if you count that as a cover. It's more of a remix, but I'll say it qualifies. All right, first up we have Jackknife Combat, who has done a little remixing here. He was a boy, she was a girl. I'll let you guys rate this remix if I need improvements or not. This is actually, I've got a little bit of I used to call it guilty pleasure, just pleasure for this song. I love a little bit of Avril Lavigne, and this is an interesting little remix of it. Let's take a listen.
He was a boy,
She was a girl,
can I make it any more obvious?
he was a punk.
But she did ballet, what more can I say? He wanted her, she never chose.
Secretly she wanted him as well.
They all had their friends, stuck up their nose, and they had a problem with his big nose. He was a skateboard, 6 times he boy. He wasn't good enough for her. She had a playtext, got her image off his dick. She needed to come back down to earth. But isn't now, she sits at home, eating the baby, she's all alone. She turns on TV, guess who she sees? Skate on the rock. Cronk It Up MTV. She calls up her friends, they already know, and then all they take is to see her show. She tags along, but still in the crowd. She puts them in and she's in there. Here's a skater boy, so sexy and really fun. He wasn't good enough for her. Now he's a superstar, so let her raise good job. Such a pretty face, so you want to leave more. He was a skater boy, so sexy and really fun.
I kind of like the layout here, seeing the DAW and then in the corner there with the little video there. Yeah, what door is that? Is that when I don't recognise it, it's usually FL Studio. Thomas Christ, is that FL Studio? I don't know. It might have a filter over the top of it or something. Anyway, good stuff. Yeah, well done. I like it. Jackknife Combat. Thank you for sharing. Be caring. Let's share and care. This one. This is middle suburbia. This is our mate Daniel, and he's covering one of my favourite songs of all time. This is Nirvana and Something in the Way. Not do a little bit of harmony work with that, can you? New music next week from Daniel. That's good. Something to look forward to. Thank you for sharing that one. I liked it. You warmed up into it, didn't you? Yeah, definitely sort of picked it. It's a hard one to kind of get into the rhythm of because Kurt just played it so. Apparently, the myth is, or what I've heard, is that Kurt was so exhausted and he was literally just laying on his back. They couldn't get the vocal tone right, and Kurt's like, just bring me the microphone. He's laying back on a couch and he's like, underneath the bridge. That's why it sounds so like mumbly and murmury, because apparently he'd been recording all day and was done. He wanted out. Next up, we have Jonathan Linton. Jonathan Linton says, live cover of Love Will Keep Us Alive. P.S. Still working on the live setup video, currently on vacation, which has delayed it, but will be coming, I promise. If you don't know, Jonathan Linton, whenever he shows us one of his live performances, everyone wants to know what his rig is, what his setup is, because it always looks and sounds amazing, and people want to know how he does his backing tracks and everything involved. So apparently that's coming soon. But to keep your appetite whetted, let's take a listen to this one. This is Love Will Keep Us Alive, Jonathan Linton.
You
Jonathan Linton. Yeah, when I grow up, I want to be Jonathan Linton because, yeah, just that voice. I was talking to my wife about this, and I think I mentioned it last time or on a show recently. There's an Australian singer called John Farnham, and he's just got this amazing range where in his chest voice he can hit these notes that I can barely touch in a falsetto. And Jonathan's got the same skill, talent, where he can just hit these notes beautifully, like really, really well done stuff from Jonathan Linton. As per usual, yes, he has the voice for everything. Someone else who has a great voice and is a great guitar player and an all-round good dude is our mate Cookie from right here in Australia. And this week he says, Hurt, the Cookie cover of a cover. This was my first upload to YouTube back in COVID lockdown. I recorded the song simply using an iPhone, using my guitar and GarageBand. Thanks, Pete, for sharing my covers. Cookie, you've become a Cookie cover. We play a lot of your songs. This is his cover of Hurt, of course, the Johnny Cash cover of 9 Inch Nails. It's a cover of a cover of a cover. We're going to play it live on Your Music Live.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar stain. Kill it all away, remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the end. You could have it all, my empire of dirt. I will let you down, 'cause I will make you hurt.
Another great singer and super cool guy as well, playing a cover of a cover there. Yes, the 9 Inch Nails classic Hurt there. And that one didn't hurt my ears. That was lovely. Yeah, even Trent Reznor loves his cover of that song. Exactly. Good stuff indeed. Thank you for sharing. Let's go with our next one. It comes to us from someone we've played many a time here on the show, and that is Orchestra Eclipse, who says, Hi Pete, after listening to a lot of beat-like music on YML, I thought I'd implement it to a cover of Mockingbird by Eminem. Hope you enjoy. We do play a few beats here and now and then, don't we? Like to mix it up, mix and match the different styles. Let's take a listen to this one. This is Eminem's Mockingbird, Orchestra Eclipse on Your Music Live. Orchestra Eclipse. Not a song I'm familiar with, as usual. Orchestra Clip's always doing these orchestral covers of songs that I've never heard of, but that doesn't mean they're not cool, because I'm very much not cool. But yeah, good job there. I like the tones in there. I like the chords, the construction of the chords there, and good instrument selection as well. Nicely done. Yeah, different perspective. What's nothing wrong with a bit of a different perspective. Speaking of different perspectives, that's what you get from our next artist. It's all the way from Germany. It's Weltenkinder, and Weltenkinder has got a track that they are sharing this week. They say a Weltenkinder mashup version of the Eurodance hit Barbie Girl from Aqua, and a piano version of Destroyer of Worlds by Ludwig Göransson from Oppenheimer. Oh, he did the Barbieheimer. Isn't that the big popular thing at the moment? It's like, which movie is best, Barbie or Oppenheimer? I'm like, I've only seen one. I've only seen Barbie, and it was good. So Weltenkinder is jumping on the bandwagon of the Barbieheimer and giving this one a spin, which is cool. Let's have a look. He's got 4.99 thousand subscribers. I don't often do this, but I wonder if there's folks out there watching this right now that haven't already subscribed to Weltenkinder. I wonder if you can subscribe him up over. I don't know how many he needs to get to 5,000, but that would be kind of cool. Am I subscribed? Yeah, I am. Let's give it a spin. This is Weltenkinder on Your Music Live. Very cool. I must admit, Barbie Fever's even gotten to me. I played Barbie Girl on my happy hour show yesterday, which was pretty cool. So I'll stop it there, lest I get the wrath of Warner Brothers Studio cracking down and throwing shade my way. I got a show blocked last week where I played some music, but when I went in and checked, it said this has been blocked in some countries, and I said, oh no, but it was only blocked in Russia. So. Yeah, no, I don't exactly have a whole heap of Russian viewers, so it's not really that much of a problem. But well done there to Weltenkinder. Appreciate you, and congratulations on getting up right up near that 5,000. I'll keep that tab open. I'll refresh it, and yeah, if you'd like to subscribe, if you're not already subscribed to Weltenkinder, go give him a subscription. Like I normally say, unless you're going to listen to someone's music, don't subscribe, because it's actually doing them a disservice. Yeah, again, the whole sub for sub, like for like, comment for comment. No, don't do any of that. But go and do it. That's right. I played with Barbie. I would love. See, I'm a little bit jealous that these days boys are allowed to play with dolls. Allowed. They love that. Allowed. But yeah, back in the day, I loved me some action figures. And you know what? If only my He-Man could have had a friend, a Barbie friend to play with. But no, it was the boys' club. Weirdly, the gay panic of the 1980s, when we were all told that we couldn't play with dolls, and yet, instead we had to make our boys hang out with other boys. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Anyway, let's go and grab another song. Save me. I'm getting off topic. This is Dalidum Academy. They say, this song came out of me when I met someone who made me feel again. Very cool stuff. Just going to sign back in here to slaps.com because they've shared it over here on Slaps, which is from our friends at DistroKid, as we've talked about before. Let's give this one a spin. It is called How, and we're going to play it live on Your Music Live.
Can somebody tell me how I missed you before I met you, and how you helped me with all that I have been through, even when we were strangers? Only you I really knew, and I wanna spend every day with you forevermore. Forevermore, forevermore, mi amor. Chris.
Very nicely done there. That's how you get a whole song played on Your Music Live. Make it a minute. Very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing that one. And yeah, again, if you haven't already signed up to slaps.com, what are you waiting for? It's free. And it's not the sort of free where they sell your data and where you have to sign this giant agreement where they're going to take your firstborn. It's just a cool place to share music. I promise you. Well, okay. I don't run it, but in my experience and in my opinion, slaps.com is the best place to share your music. We are going to play one more tune, and then we're going to do our Play My Fire Beat Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. So stay tuned, because we've got a hashtag coming your way in just a wee jiffy. But before that, we're going to jump over and give this one a spin. We're going to go over to Spotify, because this is an artist who've released their music on DistroKid. Yes, VOF is the 8th track of the soon-to-be-released in October EP titled Kingdom Come. This EP includes 12 tracks that tell the story of how humans got here, why we are here, and what comes next. This is Village of Fire by Raven Thomas Maniac here on Your Music Live. We're just going to start that at the start. Really cool. Very, very different. I like it. Yeah, the percussion definitely is what kind of makes it there. Very, very simple guitar part in the background there. Probably a little garage band autoplay guitar on there. But the vocals are cool. Love the distant sort of low down vocals, and that percussion sounded really good. So thank you for sharing. Yeah, be careful out there. Again, I mentioned at the start of the show, but yes, it's almost like there's some sort of, you know, climate catastrophe happening with all the different weather. We've got it really hot in some parts, and we got it hissing with rain and tornadoes and all sorts of things in other parts. So stay safe out there, folks, as best you can. Again, Mother Nature can just come and kick our ass. There's not much we can do about it apart from try to stay as safe as you can. Time to play the game we like to call Play My Fire Beat. We need ourselves a keyword, and we're going to kick it old school. We're gonna just go with hashtag slaps. Because I've been talking a lot about slaps.com from our friends at DistroKid. So if you would like to have an opportunity to have one of your songs played right here, right now on the show, hashtag slaps in the chats, and you could win the opportunity to have one of your songs played here. Future Phoenix is showing you how it's done there. Hashtag slaps in the chats, and we could be playing your song next. But while we wait for that, in fact, we won't be playing your song next. We'll be playing this one. I promised you some Ron and Jenny, some Wolfstone Studio, and that's what we're going to play. They say, "Hi, Pete. It's a long story, but a while back, Andy Dion collaborated with us on a song called Cannot Lose. I totally forgot to release it on YouTube until now. The track had a live jam feel to it for some reason, so I made that part of the video. We hope you like it." I think I do, and I think you will too. This is Cannot Lose, Wolfstone Studio, with a little Andy Dion on guitar, and I need to just stop that one and play this one here on Your Music Live.
They won't stay in the center. We run, cause we know better. Don't stop, keep on believing. Don't turn around, don't turn around. One direction straight ahead. Just remember what I said with you and me. The day is ours, can't you see with me and you? Everyone knows that we cannot lose, yeah. Hang tight, got to move forward, stay loose, moving right towards you, stay sharp. It's a special day, so don't get down, don't get down. One direction straight ahead. Just remember what I said with you and me. The day is ours, can't you see with me and you? Everyone knows that we cannot lose, yeah. Just come and go. This day now belongs to us. The moment is here, the moment is here. One direction straight ahead. Just remember what I said with you and me. Today's our day, can't you see with me?
Very cool. Wolfstone Studio, yeah, old school. Whenever you hear Ron's vocals and you hear that production coming through from Ron and Jenny, yeah, it's really clearly them, and in a good way. Andy Dion was awesome on this. He was. Great guitar work on that one. Great track all round. I dig it. I dig it. Another hit from Wolfstone Studio. And yeah, I really do like the live feel to it. Definitely worked well. I agree. A very live kind of vibe that Wolfstone Studio got going on. Speaking of what's going on, we've got to do our Play My Fire beat, and we've got 13 entries this time, so you got yourself a little bit better chance of winning on this one. So let's spin the wheel. Let's throw a little Wolfstone in the background, and let's hit the button. Who wins the Play My Fire beat? Will it be Ron and Jenny? That would be kinda cool for a doubleheader. But it's Doug Kidder. Doug Kidder's won a free play on Studio Live today. What a great guy. All right, Doug Kidder has won. So Doug, please go ahead and let us know what track you'd like to play. Just put your artist name, the name of the platform, and the name of the track. Throw it in the chat in plain text, and I will give it a spin. So go ahead and do that. While we wait on Doug, I got something special for you folks. We don't hear from this creator often, but when we do, you know it's going to be fire. It's our old mate. He's probably snoozing at the moment, but I bet he's watching on the replay. Mr. Alex Backus. Hello, Alex. He says, hi, Pete, the CRR family, and the YML gang. Unbelievable. Song template's already coming. I know. In order to prepare myself for this special month, I released my new tune, Midnight Hour, and an accompanying video to YouTube. Let me quote Fred Durst. Bring it on. It all started with Songtember. Thanks a lot, Pete, and to all the Songtember participants. Just do it. Forget about perfection. We all celebrate your courage, your beginner, your beep master extraordinaire, Alex. Yes, Alex had a classic song, the one with the beep, back in like the first Songtember, and has been making great music and been a great part of the community ever since. So let's give this one a spin. This is Midnight Hour, Alex Backus on Your Music Live. I'm still playing Wolfstone in the background. All right, let's give this one a spin here on Your Music Live.
All the way to the midnight hour. All the way we go, we go. All the way, we're gonna fly out and run it wild until the midnight hour. Until the midnight hour. Until the midnight hour. All the way to the midnight hour. All the way we go, we go. All the way, we're gonna fly out and run it wild until the midnight hour. 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 All the way to the midnight hour. All the way we go, we go. All the way, we're gonna fly out and run it wild until the midnight hour.
Russ has it spot on here. Alex uses a combination of sounds, but not too much. And that's the thing, isn't it? A lot of folks, when they start getting into producing, especially electronic music, as you would know, Russ, they just go nuts. They're like, let's just put every track. Like, just because you can put 32 tracks and you can put like 10 effects on every track doesn't mean you should. And Alex has that great ability to take a collection of sounds that work well together, mix them perfectly, and just produce banger after banger. So great stuff there from Alex Backus. We appreciate you. Thanks for being part of the community for so long. And look forward to Songtember and seeing what Alex and all of you produce. If you're not familiar with Songtember, go to studiolivetoday.com/Songtember and find out all about it. It's our Song in a Month challenge. We do it every single month and every single year. We've been doing it for the last 4 years. This is year number 5, big 5th year anniversary of Songtember. So join in the fun and create yourself your own song in the month of September. Join the community. It's a lot of fun. Peer pressure is not good, except when it helps you create your best music. That's what I think. Rock and roll, boom. Metalhead Hippie. Don't forget Metalhead Hippie is up next in 22 minutes. I reckon we might go slightly into overtime. Sorry, Hippie, but I'll let you know about the Hippie show at the end of this one. Go and check it out. If 2 hours of music is not enough and you need another 7, 8? What's the average hippie? Then go and check out the Metalhead Hippie. The winner of our Play My Fire beat was Doug Kidder, and he has chosen his song called Skippy. I know nothing about it, but I know Doug's a cool guy and creates great music. So let's give this one a spin here on Your Music Live. Really cool stuff there from Doug Kidder. Love the video, love the production, love the guitar work. All good. See, that's why it's so cool. That's why I love doing this show, and I love the Play by Fire beat, because it's like I've got my playlist together, all the songs, but then you never know who's going to win the spin and who we're going to play. Very cool stuff. I know, rad. Exactly. That's the most rad guitar I've seen in a very long time. So thank you, Doug, for being a member of this community. And you can also find Doug over at the Cakewalk community. A bloke by the name of Mike Enjo hangs out over there and helps folks create their best music as well, which is good stuff. Gary Ford, will the real Gary Ford please stand up? Because we've got a rare triple slapper. This is our third Slaps track. It is Slaps Day here on Your Music Live, because it's from our wonderful friends at DistroKid, our sponsors. And this one is from Gary Ford. About this one, he says, "Hi Pete, hope you're well. This is the final track from my debut album, Better Late Than Never, which is released August 12th on all platforms. Hope you like it." Well, that's exciting, Gary, that you got the album coming out. We've played a heap of the tracks here on the show, and I know many folks will be streaming that one once it hits the streaming platforms. And I'm sure, considering that you're using Slaps here, it's probably coming out via our friends at DistroKid. I'd put money on it. This is Now You're Gone. Gary Ford, Your Music Live.
Give it up now, you're draining all my energy. Every time I had control, you turned around and took it back again. I'm so tired of sleeping with the enemy. Well, listen up, I've had enough of playing around and trying to pretend. It's all over now. I put it in so differently. All that we had just faded away. What you give is what you get, and now you're gone. Now I can live with no regrets, and now you're gone. And it's so sad what we've become.
Definitely slaps, definitely fire-worthy. Let's throw some more fire on there for Gary Ford. Very cool stuff. Yeah, Gordon Lee Weaver says, I like it. Reminds me a bit of some of your stuff, Gordon, to be honest. Definitely rocking, definitely good stuff there. And go over to slaps.com, join up, follow folks, because here's the cool thing. If you're on slaps.com and you're following these artists, they pop up there. Like that song popped up into my feed, and then Gary used the messaging within Slaps to announce it, that it was out and that the album's coming soon. And of course I had to reply and say, well, for goodness sake, send me the song on Your Music Live. We'll give it a spin and give your album a pump. So very cool stuff there. And as Thomas Christ says, if you'd like to join the fun over at slaps.com, do so. It is a great music discovery engine. If you're ever just sitting back and you're like, I want to hear some cool music, slaps.com takes care of you. I got something special for you here now. This is the Scott Brothers Band. Scotty Baby, I've seen you here in the chat. Scotty Baby emailed me, and look, I'll be honest, it was a novel, but I read it because it was really interesting, and Scotty was sharing a little bit about his journey and his life and his music creation. And I won't go into the detail except to say he gave me this really cool concept of creating, when you're a solo recorder, to create your band. So he says, when I'm playing bass, I have this persona of the bass player in my head, and when I'm playing guitar, I have a persona, and I'm like, that's a really good way to go. Because I think he said, otherwise my bass just sounds like a frustrated guitarist. I'm like, my bass sounds like a frustrated guitarist. Great idea. So I've stolen that one from Scotty Baby. But this one, over on the Cloud of Sounds, he says, a personal tribute to someone who has inspired generations of guitarists. Jeff Beck said more in 2 minutes than others said in 200. So let's give this one a spin. This is the Scott Brothers Band and the tribute to Jeff Beck here on Your Music Live. stuff there. Scotty Baby, the Scott Brothers Band. I love the concept of making a band. Even if it's just you, make a band. And maybe that's something I need to do. I kind of did that with my punk band that I had with what are they called? Fear Cut. I kind of did the same sort of thing. But I'll definitely be stealing that and utilizing those strategies more in the future. Thank you for sharing that one. Hopefully it's not the last time we hear from Scotty Baby. Let's grab this next one. This comes to us from Nova Cascade, who says, final promo for our album The Navigator, releasing on September 29th. The tribute to our late bandmate Eric, who passed away last year. All profits from the release are being donated to pancreatic cancer research. We'd appreciate if you could share the pre-order link. Thank you. And we will give this one a spin. There is a link to Bandcamp there, which I'm assuming is going to be on the video here as well. So let's give this one a spin. There it is indeed. This is Nova Cascade, The Night Crossing, Your Music Live. Cascade here on Your Music Live. Pretty epic sounding indeed. Yes, there's been some YouTube chat issues of late, as Mark is saying here. So if you are having problems, you are not alone. It is definitely affecting a lot of folks. I had problems on my premiere last week where you kept getting that message saying something went wrong, there's an error. So yeah, if you can't chat, do as Mark says, just close it and reopen. It's a YouTube thing. Hopefully it fixes itself. Turn it off and on YouTube. Go to your servers and turn them off and on. Darren says that's what I do with the Red Motor Project. Yeah, have your different artists with the different things that they do. And Psycho says, yeah, I did a video wearing different clothes for each instrument. That's a way to do it. That's a good way to tackle it. Well, let's grab our we've got 4 songs to go here and we've got 10 minutes to play them. So we better get our groove on and get a move on. This is Martin Brett, who said, this is my 3rd song about a debauched weekend in Vienna before finally deciding to go sober. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Flowers on the Ground. Martin Brett, Your Music Live.
Oh, yes. Anyway, our next guest on today's show needs no introductions whatsoever. So please give him a warm round of applause. Mr. Martin Brett!
They threw their flowers on the ground at the base of St. Stephen's. I felt the frenzy of the crowd, and Sonny's begin to weaken. One last hurrah before I go. And all admits that I'm a fool who cannot stop. I don't know how. And the very next day I dressed in black. How I cringed at my bravado. But I'll bury that regret deep down for sure, like I have so many times.
Oh, it's so cool. You're going to have to go and watch the whole video because it is really, really well done. Martin Brett goes through a lot of effort to create great music and also great videos to go along with them. So go and check out the full version. Do yourself a favour and go and check out the full version. It is available on the YouTubes. Let's grab our next song, shall we? We've got, in fact, 3 songs to go. 3 songs to go. So this is our anti-penultimate tune, our third to last song. Can you believe it? 38 songs on the show tonight, just quietly. A lot of cool music out there, folks. You guys keep impressing with your production. This is PA, pronounce it alternative, baby. Our shadow self is what's hiding in our Pandora's box. That's why we should never open Pandora's box. But if we do, we must be ready to face the volcano of emotions waiting to walk on us, just like soldiers. So let's go. And we're going to go and play PA Shadow Self, Your Music Live.
I refuse to die. I refuse to. I refuse to die. A bit of self-control. Is this too much? What I'm asking for? I don't wanna see. I don't wanna feel. I don't wanna be the shadow next to me. Of cure for the soul of full-hearted speech, a bit of self-control. Is this too much? What I'm asking for? From the shadows, born to die. All the shadows, born to die.
Very cool stuff there. PA, pronounce it alternative, and go and check out the full version over on YouTube because PA's got some great music over there. Thank you for the donation from the Mix Club. Russ loves the Beatles. I've heard that about Russ. I've heard that he's a huge Beatles fan. Just quietly. Yeah, PA never fails to impress. Fours Shores. Now, I misspoke before when I said it was a triple slapper. We got ourselves a quadruple slapper. Yeah, because we got some Michael, a.k.a. Zealand Band, as our penultimate track. He was our featured artist last week, and he's got the penultimate slot this week. He must be doing something right. This is his track, Delicious. Let's dance the night away on Your Music Live. Cool stuff there from Michael, aka Zealand Band, here on your Music Live. As I mentioned before, don't forget the Metalhead Hippies show is up next, and I've just thrown a link here in the live chat for folks who are watching live. So jump on over and check out Jeff and a lot of other cool artists and cool cats and hip people over at the Metalhead Hippie Show. And if you'd like your songs played over there as well, why the heck not? Like as he said to us earlier, 6.4 hours is the average time for his shows. A little longer than the 2 hours that I keep you for here. I wanted to share something pretty cool with you here, and that is that you might be noticing the cool DistroKid t-shirt that I'm wearing, and I don't mention this often enough, but DistroKid at store.distrokid.com have their merch. Now, I've been wanting one of these snapback hats for a long time, but they're sold out because I have the dad hat, and the dad hats don't work well with me. I need a nice solid brim, so I'm waiting for the snap hat. But the t-shirts, $25. The zip-up hoodies are amazing for $50. Great quality gear, and you can show your DistroKid love and even pick up the toenail clippers, because why not? That's the sort of people DistroKid are. They're just like, why don't we just have toenail clippers as a thing? For sure. I have them. They work well. They're good. And it just shows the sense of humor of the folks at DistroKid. So get yourself ready. Jump over to the Hippie Show. I'll be there and say g'day. Tell him Pete sent you. But we are going to be finishing here with our featured artist. This is Rockin' Ronnie Ward. His side project called Strange Machine. He says, the first thing you should do if your love returns, down on it. A music made in Logic by Ron Ward. Guitars by Coldacre, our wonderful friend Coldacre. Video by Ron with Lexica Art and Kaber.ai. So thank you all for being here. Thanks for being awesome. You folks rock, and your music is always great. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the way out. Share the show, because Sharon is caring and Sharon is Karen. And to take us out here on Your Music Live, our featured artist, Rockin' Ronnie Ward, Strange Machine, on Your Music Live. See you next time, folks. Bye for now.
I've been thinking about the song, the one where you've been gone so long and you're never coming back to me. Well, you took your love away, you see, but now you want me back again. I'm down on it. Down on it, down on it. Down on your love. Down on your down across the tracks just to see you again. Back when poking the smack wasn't such a big sin. We would love in the back till your daddy kicked in. I would give it all up just to see you again.